For the first time in a long time, the Cleveland Browns had a different perspective as it approached the 2019 NFL Draft. This time, they were able to approach it from the perspective of a team whose starting roster was super talented, so they could attack targeted players to fill depth. Guard Drew Forbes out of Southeast Missouri State was an excellent tackle in college that'll kick down inside and play guard for the Browns, giving them a good developmental prospect. And they land two run and chase linebackers in Sion Takitaki out of BYU and Mack Wilson out of Alabama. 7th round pick Donnie Lewis out of Tulane gives their secondary some depth with a guy that can also take the ball away. And speaking of taking the ball away, Greedy Williams out of LSU is one of the prospects I like the most about the Browns draft. Williams is a long, athletic corner that has terrific ball skills, and when you pair him up with last year's rookie Pro Bowler in Denzel Ward, you can start to see the Browns trying to recreate that Frank Minifield and Hansford Dixon duo of the 80s. Williams was a steal when the Browns were able to select him. I'm also a big fan of Sheldrick Redwine out of Miami. The NFL and football in general is all about matchups. And in Redwine, the Browns get themselves a combo safety that can also match up versus receivers if need be, just adding to the versatility of their secondary. Trevon Tate was an outstanding left tackle at Memphis and was a key cog to the Tigers' ground game. He played that tackle position really well, but would move inside to guard, giving the Browns a very good athlete to help continue to build the depth along the offensive line. Steven Carlson was a wide receiver and a great one at Princeton that went through the tight end drills exclusively at the Princeton Tigers Pro Day. He played the post-up above the rim game really well and looks to carve out a role on this roster like former Tiger tight end Seth the Valve. JT Hassel out of Florida Tech was the talk of the Tropical Bowl this past January. He played a pseudo linebacker safety hybrid role for the Panthers defense, showing the ability to cover backs and tight ends while also being able to be stout versus the run and showcasing his ability as a blitzer on film. I gave the Browns a B for their draft. Solid job overall building depth along the offensive line, the secondary, and at the linebacker position. And being able to grab Greedy Williams in round 2 helps make their secondary a significant strength on defense.